morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy New Year's Eve. This is the last day for us. I think some people are already in the new year, right? Well, let me get to my live stream here. Good morning. There's Rhonda. Good morning, Rhonda. Oh, dear. Good morning. Happy New Year's Eve, Rhonda. Hi, Arlene. Good morning. Happy New Year's Eve. We are kicking off the New Year's Streamathon. Hi, Mitzi. And Lori. Happy New Year's Eve, my early birds. The early birds are up and flapping their wings. And Kimberly. They're already chirping away. Good morning, ladies. Happy New Year's Eve. And first off, I want to welcome all my new subscribers. I had a big jump in subscribers, and I'm sure that it is totally due to the New Year's Streamathon. So, Happy New Year, everybody. And yeah, hopefully we'll have a much better year next year. Penelope says, Happy New Year. Well, it'll happen tomorrow. Hi, Just Being Beth. Good morning. Good morning, good night. You'll be lurking. Okay. Okay, that's perfectly okay, Beth. Good morning and good night. Happy New Year. Happy New Year's Eve. Hi, Mrs. Gigi. Good morning, Mrs. Gigi. Aw. Well, what am I going to work on today? Well, I have my Society of Ideal Collector out, and I've been getting thoughts for the new year, my New Year project here. I found a verse that I'm going to use that was, I just picked out lines from it because it's fairly long, and I don't need it to be that long. And it's from Helen Hunt Jackson. Always a night from old to new. Each morn is New Year's morn come true. All days are sacred days, all nights are sacred nights. Only a night from old to new, only a sleep from night to morn. All nights are sacred nights. Oh, I got that one. That points to the arrow up there. I left it out. The new is but the old come true. Each sunrise sees a new year born. And what I'm going to do here, I have this out for my inspiration, is, yes, I'm going to make a zine. I'm going to make a zine, and it's going to be a New Year's zine. And I'd like to go back to making zines in 2022. But I don't know how many I'll get done. We will see. And I'm going to paint this paper before, let's turn this wax paper this way. I'm going to paint it before I fold it. I'm going to paint it this pretty blue color, ocean blue. Oh, the early birds are chirping away. I had to wash out my paintbrushes. My grandniece gave me a mug, and I've already got it filled with the smaller paintbrushes. That was my Christmas present from my grandniece. The only present I got from my family. And I love it. I love it. So we're going to start out by painting this blue. I'm going to try to keep a better eye on chat. Hopefully I can during this. We have a really nice New Year's stream. Dee Dee comes on after me, and I want to say I haven't heard from Jamie. If she messaged me last night, I haven't checked my messages yet today. I just got up about a half an hour ago. And I was running around getting dressed and making tea and getting set up. Hi, Color with Melissa. Good morning. Good morning. So I want to say if APG Jamie is feeling ill, she said she was running 102 temperature the other day. I don't know if she plans on streaming or not. I don't know how she's feeling. Let me trying to adjust my camera to get my entire picture in here. You giving you a little ride? Okay, I think that's better. But if Jamie does not make it on, I'm going to watch. If she makes it on, great. If she doesn't, I'm going to come on in her place. So just a heads up. And another heads up is this is the internet. Connections can fail. People can have trouble with their cameras. Things can happen, especially in a Streamathon. So if a link isn't working and you know, if it just looks like the person hasn't come on yet, you get to their channel, but the link's not working or something like that. Give it a few minutes, see if it's being worked on, see if they're struggling to get on, and check back. And then you could message me. I'm on Facebook. Send me an email, my channel name @gmail.com. You know, just let me know. And if I find out it's not, if that person usually will message me if they're having a lot of trouble, and or email me, and I'll come in that place and maybe I'll change the schedule. I'll put a note on the schedule if there's a change. But just be aware that this is the internet. Anything can happen. Things don't always go as smooth as we'd like them. That's just the way it is. And also, when you watch the streams, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, because this is a holiday. Today is New Year's Eve day, and tomorrow's New Year's, and we filled up both days. I want to thank all the international people for jumping in the wee hours of our morning and helping us fill out the schedule. A lot of these gals I'm just getting familiar with, and it's so nice to get to know them, and I want to welcome all the subscribers. So with that being said, let's get to painting. Let me look at the chat again. Good morning, Ann-Lar. Oh, Ann, I meant to stay in your chat all day yesterday, but you know what? I went in there and laid down, and I was out. I was out. So next week, I did enjoy. We were doing origami. We were doing origami, and I enjoyed doing it. But I think I found out pretty fast that I can get the first parts of them, but then they lose me, and on several ones. So it must not be my. And then the instruction sites where I was going, I was a little frustrated because it was filled with advertising, and so I just went in and I was too tired to deal with it, and I went in and laid down and I slept for hours. But I'm ready to go this morning. Good morning, Ann-Lar, Mitzi, and Kimberly, and Rhonda. Let's see if I missed anybody. Linda, good morning, Linda. Hi, Ham. Good morning. Good morning. Happy New Year back to you. Welcome, welcome. Color with Melissa, Teresa, Just Being Beth, Mrs. Gigi, Rhonda, Kimberly. I'm going to repeat some because I'm just scrolling up. Lori Loves Montana. Mrs. Gigi, Lori. They're all saying good morning to each other out there. It's a work day for Lori. Some of you have to work today, so that's understandable. We've got a full schedule. Dee Dee comes on after me, and I don't have the schedule in front of me. I don't think I can get to it. Well, I might be able to through my email. Let me check my email here. See if I can get to the schedule and run through some of the people that are streaming. Oh, here. I think if you can't get, let's see. If you cannot get on, I'll have to find her site. But let me go to my email. Jean Homeschool Mama 5 did post a schedule on her blog. I've got to get to the blog. I have the link up on my phone here. She just posted it. So I will post that link in a few minutes here. I want to get to my Streamathon. Yeah. So some people cannot get to Facebook. It's on the link to the Streamathon is in Facebook, and it's also on my community tab. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Here's the schedule. I'm coming on until 8:30 Eastern. All the times on the schedule are in Eastern time zone. And then after me, Dee Dee Willingham comes on. Then she goes till 10:30, and then at 10:30, it's Kathy Berg and Colleen Scrap Chick, and that will be on Kathy Berg's channel. And then Jamie at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. APG Jamie, Artist Poet Girl. Tanya McGuire at 2:30. Yay! Shelly, Crafting Mamas at 4:30. 6:30, Kathy Arbor. Oh, Kathy did just finish the most beautiful. Kathy does beautiful, beautiful work. And I am a member, I'm a member of her. I've joined her channel, her memberships, but I haven't had a chance to get out and do anything that she's doing. But she does beautiful work. And my goal for next year is to watch some of Kathy's membership things, because she does a wonderful job. If you have not found Kathy Arbor, be sure and watch her. She's on at 6:30 tonight, and she goes until 8:30. Then I had an hour gap in there that I filled in. Well, I didn't fill it in. Lori, Pink Girly, said she would fill in that hour for me, and I really appreciate that, Lori. So she's on from 8:30 to 9:30. Then Ann Lar. Ann is so fun to listen to, and she goes until 11:30. This is all Eastern time. Then at 11:30 to 1:30, we celebrate New Year's over here in the United States. I think they've already celebrated it in the UK and in Australia and that, because you guys are all ahead of us. You're all ahead of us. So New Year's Eve will be Janet Young. Will be New Year's Streamathon. She'll be bringing in the New Year's, ringing it in for us. And she'll go until 1:30. And then one of our new streamers, new to me anyway, is Amazon Tammy. And yay, thank you, Tammy, for jumping in and streaming with us. We so appreciate that. And then I'll come on for an hour from 3:30 to 4:30. I had a little gap in there. So I said, I'm going to come in, and Amazon Tammy and Shell Artie do a lot of coloring. And I don't do much coloring, but I do like to melt crayons. So I'm going to spend an hour, my first stream in 2022, I'm going to melt crayons. That's going to be fun. So I will be up during those streams, and I just want to welcome both Amazon Tammy and Shell Artie to the Streamathon. I really do appreciate them stepping in and taking these wee morning hours for us. And if you're up and about, come watch them, because we want them to feel at home with us. Shell Artie comes on at 4:30 in the morning to 6:30, about this time. I know you're up. I know you're up because you're in here. And Janet Nash, our Our wonderful Janet Nash from the UK. We enjoy her. She's going to do a 2-hour stream from 6:30 to 8:30. And look at this. We filled the whole New Year's Day. Carol Whispering Cauldron comes on this is on January 1st, from 8:30 to 10:30. And then Devin is another one who stepped up to the plate and filled in a gap from 10:30 to 12 on New Year's. Those early morning hours and this hour from 10:30 to 12, I had these, I couldn't fill them. I didn't know. And I think it was just being Beth who made some really good suggestions in Dee Dee's stream and helped me fill these out. And I so appreciate that, Beth. So Devon Rex is going to be 10:30 to 12. And then 12:30 to 2, we got Vanessa, Angel Rose Designs. And from 2 to 4, we have Artfully Blind with Diana. Diana does beautiful art too. I just so admire what she does. And then we ended the whole stream off. We're going for 2 whole days. Our last stream is going to be Beth Schuler, and Beth normally streams on Saturday night. So I said, Beth, would you like to be a part of the Streamathon? You can, your regular Saturday night stream could be our ending one. And she said, sure. So yay, we have Beth Schuler from 5 p.m. to whenever she decides to end her stream. So let me see if I can get into Jean's blog, and give me a minute here because I didn't get this until this morning. I'm letting Firefox come up, and I need to open a new I'm getting there. I can't see chat while I'm doing this. There she is on Facebook. I think if I just do blog, B-L-O-G. I found it pretty easy when I was looking for it. I have it on the other. Let's go to the next page. Well, I'm not finding it. Let's, I think it's something like 10 Roof Musings. I'm not finding it on this. One more try, and if I can't find the link, I'll link it in. Yeah. I'm not finding it because I want to find it. I'll get it after the stream and I'll put it on the schedule. Oh, there it is. Arlene found it. Bless her heart. Let me pin Jean's message. And there is the pin message. There it is. There is Jean's blog. Thank you, Arlene. You're a lifesaver. I love my mods. I love my mods. I got inspiration for something I'm going to do for them. But that's a whole nother story for next year. If you cannot get into Facebook, or you're not on Facebook, and if you cannot get into my community tab to see the schedule, Jean, Homeschool Mama 5, did put it out on her blog, the schedule. So Arlene dropped a link to it. So there it is. And I will, after chat, I will go out and update our schedules on Facebook and on my community tab with her schedule. So there we go. And I'll put it in the description box. So thank you all for coming in. Let's see who I missed while I was doing all of that. Janet Nash is here. Good morning, Janet. Nashwa, good morning. Nashwa, happy New Year's Eve. Teresa, little sister Spitfire, is in here. Good morning, Teresa. Arlene, Kimberly, Lori, Dee Dee, there's Dee Dee. Good morning, Dee Dee. Dee Dee is up after me, after I get done chattering. I've been chattering for almost a half an hour here, but I got to welcome everybody. Rhonda, Janet Nash, Kimberly, Lori. I think I've said good morning to everybody. So let's do some art, Mary. I'm going to paint this first. I'm just going to paint. This is a copy paper, and if you're making a zine, it works best if you use a thinner paper when you're folding it. And I'm going to make a zine here. I'm going to try to do more zines in 2022. I'd like another big fat book of them. So, get out a sheet of 8.5 by 11 copy paper would work if you're doing this. And this is just craft paint. It dries pretty fast here. But I want it blue. I want it blue, blue, blue. I washed out my paintbrushes this morning too. That took me a little bit of time. We're having some light switch problems in our main bathroom. And I usually get dressed in there. So I get dressed by the light of that work light that, I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's a work light that I got at Menards. Let me get this off of my paintbrush. A little paint goober there. Oh. There we go. That didn't take long. Good thing I've got 2 hours, though. It's a good thing I got 2 hours. If I don't get this done in 2 hours, I'll finish it. I'll finish it during the day and show it to you. Well, I'll show it tonight anyway. Let's make sure I have everything painty. All right. Let's give this a quick dry. I've changed my desk around here, and I don't like where my heat gun sits. This is just plain craft paint, so it should dry pretty fast. It's got a couple of thick areas there. And you know it's dry when all the shine is gone. This is a zine to welcome in the new year. I wish you all a happy and prosperous and a healthy new year, especially the healthy. We've had a lot of healthy issues. In 2022. It's been a heck of a year. And 2021 and 2020. Let's see. Let's go down to the bottom here. And Arlene dropped a link to a tutorial of how to make a zine. She said, here's a great tutorial if you struggle with them. Thank you, Arlene, for all your wonderful linking. I sure do appreciate you. Uh-oh, Mitzi's telling Lori to shh. Oh, did they have a sale last night? Mitzi says, shh, don't tell everybody. I was pretty much sleeping yesterday. I got caught up on my rest. I went to the crafting chat for a little while, and I was tired though. My eyes were just not having it, so I went and laid down and fell asleep. So I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go this morning. I'm painting both sides of my zine because sometimes you see the back when you fold it, because you know how papers are, they'll flop open, and I want the blue to show and not the white. So you don't have to paint the back of your zine. You don't have to paint it at all. You could just do a white paper zine if you wanted. This is just something I'm doing because I wanted blue, 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 blue. So we have a lot of wonderful streamers. Yay. All right, there we go. Let's see. Janet says it's 11 a.m. where she's at. I'll grab another sheet of paper here for a paint off page here. Get that paint off of my brush. I won't have much of that, but all right, well, let me hit this side with the heat gun a little because I want to fold my paper. Good morning, Kathy D. Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve to everybody who's come in, and I want to welcome all the new people. If I missed you, you came in, it's not intentional. I just can't keep up with all the beautiful chat going on out there. Let me put that in if I can. I have wonderful mods who take care of the chat. Teresa's singing, beautiful streamers. That's like a song, Beautiful Dreamer. And Teresa made beautiful streamers. They are beautiful. I sure appreciate everybody who stepped up to the plate. Dev did, and Amazon Tammy, and Shell Artie, Whispering Carol. They all stepped up to the plate to help me fill in the gaps on the wee hours of the morning. And I'll probably have to get some sleep today. I can stay up a lot of hours, but I guarantee you that I cannot be awake for 48 hours. So I'll have to sleep sometime during the day. Let's pull this up. Oh, yeah. This is what happens if you don't get it totally dry. Totally dry, but that's okay. We'll just mend it. It's just a zine. I'm going to try to make copies of it. But we'll see how it turns out. Now I have to dry that. And of course I get painty hands. What a way to ring in the new year with painty hands. That's a perfect way. Maybe that'll bring you good luck if you have painty hands painty hands on New Year's Day. Yeah, it's gonna pop up on me here because I'm wanting it dry. If you get it too hot, your paint will bubble. I think that's dry. I don't see it on my finger and thumb, but I think that's dry enough. We'll make that the back. Let me hang my. All right. So Arlene dropped the link to a tutorial. I'm going to save this, and I'm going to get out a. Well, I don't really. Well, yeah, I do. Let's get out a fresh piece. Wax paper, I'll tell you, I go through this. Wax paper, lickety-split. I have 929 boxes of it, Popo says. 929 boxes of wax paper. That would make me happy. All right. I always give her guff for it now. All right, we're going to fold the zine. This is nothing new. This is a little damp right here, but I'm going to go ahead and fold it. And you fold it, you fold it. Tanya McGuire calls this the hot dog fold because it looks like a hot dog bun. So you fold it in half vertically as nice as you can. Now with painted paper, you know, there's going to be some warping in there. So I'm just getting as nice as I can. Make a nice crease on it. And then open it up and fold it in half. The hamburger bun. Tanya calls this the hamburger bun because it's horizontal. And I see where I missed a bit there. I'll have to come in, but I'll do that when I get to working on the pages. So you fold it in half vertically first, and then you unfold it, and you fold it in half horizontally. And I should maybe have my bone folder out, but I don't. Let's use the edge of the scissors. So happy New Year's Day, everybody. They're saying hello to Dee Dee. Good morning, Dee Dee. Dee Dee is on next after me. Hi, Terry Britt. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Did Julie come in? Did I miss Julie? Terry, Topaz Pearl Girl. There's Topaz Pearl Girl. Good morning, Topaz Pearl Girl. I love that name. It rhymes. Terry B is here. Kimberly, Rhonda. Tina, did I say good morning to you, Tina? Nashua, Happy New Year. Lori loves Montana. Lori says, quit distracting me, everyone. I'm trying to get ready for work. Lori has to work today. Okay, you unfold it again. And then fold one side to the center. And you try to, I'm struggling to see where my center mark is on paint. You can see it better with unpainted paper, but, and just kind of fold that in. You'll end up with 8 little pages. Fold it this way, and you can fold it back. It gives you a nicer crease. Just fold it back on itself. It's easier to see where I missed my paint. I'll come in and take care of that later. And I would say get a thin piece of paper when you do this, because a thick piece of paper. Cardstock will work, but it also doesn't fold as nice in the very end. So just do your folds. You fold it in half. It'll go back on itself. You fold it in half vertically. And I've already done that. I'm just going to do it the opposite way now. And this is the underneath here because it's got some heat bubbles on it. So you fold it vertically. Then you fold it horizontally. Well, I guess, yeah. This is, Tanya calls this the hamburger fold. Like that. And fold it back on itself. You can get some nice creases in there. And I'm folding it both ways so I can see where the creases are. Now, I used to come back this way, and you can do that, but I've been watching Tanya when she makes zines, and she'll fold it into the center like that. So I started folding it into the center on each side. So you have a nice folds. Now, you can cut this now. You cut from this point to this point and fold it all up, but I'm going to do my pages first. And what I'm going to do, these I already punched out, so you don't have to watch me punch. I got circles here. What do you think I'm going to make? What do you think I'm going to do? You know. I am going to do snow globes. And the top will face this way, and the bottom of my sheet will face that way. And when I work on them, when I actually work on, I got two here I got to get apart. When I actually work on these, I'll turn the sheet around. So I'm going to try to get these as even as possible. And you can use a glue stick. I'm going to use my Yes paste to put these down. I have been enjoying my Yes paste lately. Let me open it up. And put that up over here. And Penelope, I'm going to move you. She says, shoo, I didn't want a blue face. All right. Let me go down to the bottom of chat here. Oh, Janet's going to go for a morning walk with Freddie. They're telling her to enjoy her walk. Janet says, thank you. Before I go, check out Lori Paint Girlie's Snow Globe Journal. It's fabulous. Oh, did Lori do a Snow Globe Journal? I have to check that out. I will. Thank you, Janet, for telling us about that. Lori Paint Girlie, if you don't know her, she is on in our stream, and Paint Girlie is her channel name. I should probably be putting this on with instead of my fingers. Let's use my palette knife here. So I got way too much. But I got a nice serving of it. And let's put this, and it'll get painty. You know, I don't do beautiful, neat, wonderful art. My art ends up being messy. Yep, that's Mary, Messy Mary. But I always like how it ends up in the end. I got to get out a towel here for my sticky fingers. Mary has sticky fingers already. Messy, dirty, sticky fingers. I don't know if I'll get an entire journal done of snow globes. I don't have it out, but Shelley at Crafting Mama sent me this wonderful book of snow globes. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's put these down, and I'm going to put them down with my palette knife here. Glue them down with my palette knife. Not so messy. A little paint on it though, but that's okay. It's on the bottom. Make sure I get the edges. Try to put them as even as I can. My glasses are falling down my nose. Thank you, Arlene. Arlene dropped a link to Lori's Snow Globe Journal. I'll go out and watch that if I find some time today. In between watching all, there's no in-between times on these streams. We have filled up every minute of the day, so you will not be bored today if you follow our Streamathon. I guarantee you. Got a little cut there. I'm going to put that on the bottom. Let's put this right about here. Looks like phases of the moon, all full moons. I'm going to stop and have a sip of tea. The tea was gifted to me. I got 2 boxes of tea. I got one from Carla and one from Mary too. I drink them. I drink some of one and then I drink some of the other. I've been enjoying my Christmas tea. That's way too much. Let's get a little of that off. I do like my Yes paste. To me, it's like a great big huge glue stick, especially when I put it on my palette knife and spread it with my palette knife. And I think it sticks better than my glue stick. I find my glue stick glue dries out and pops up on me. Now we'll put one right about there. All right. And I think I'll make my cut so you can see the zine come together before I start working on the snow globes. And I want to leave room for the verses on here. Hi, Kitty Jen. Good morning and welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Derby. Welcome, Derby. Who else did I miss saying good morning to? Whispering Cauldron, Carol. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, ladies. Welcome, welcome to the Streamathon. Oh, we're going to have fun today. And I might get out some art and when I'm watching a stream, sit in here and work with them. I don't know what folks are going to be doing. The theme and I say, no, just do your thing. So I might try a couple of things that they do. It just depends on what they're doing, and if I can follow along, I will. I won't do it on everybody because I probably will not be awake for everybody. I guarantee you I will not be able to stay awake for 40 hours straight, 48 hours. We are filled, well, we haven't quite filled up the second day to the end. It's just whenever Beth Schuler ends her. But it's almost. She ends her stream. She's going from like around 6 to the end whenever she opens up her regular stream. She usually goes until about 9 o'clock, so almost 48 hours. On the second day. So you have any plans for the new year and beyond? I have my journal all done for my January journal. And I've already been doing some sketches in one of my, I want to sketch. I was thinking all ink sketches in a blank composition book that Annie V sent to me. And I've already done some sketches there. But then I'm going, well, I know that I'm going to be doing other art and I need a journal. So I made another journal out of a ledger that I got at Keisha's auction. I just paid $1 for it, and boy, am I liking it. And I filled it with some ledger paper, some copy paper, and some peach dyed paper that Janet Baum was selling at Keisha's sale. And I was excited to get that. And so I have plenty to work in. I can add a lot of bulk to that journal. So I am going to be doing bulky things. I'm thinking paper dolls. I might be doing a lot of paper dolls in January. I don't know. We'll see. All right. I think that's pretty good. Now let me wash my sticky fingers again here. Wash my sticky fingers. Get the Yes paste off of my fingers, along with the little paint that's on them. Although it doesn't matter because let's clean the knife off a little. The palette knife. There we go. Alrighty then. So what you do is close up your, you don't want to leave your Yes paste out forever because it will dry up on you. It'll get gooey. So be sure you get the lid back on and put it on tight. All right. So we folded our zine vertically. The hot dog fold, and horizontally, which is the hamburger fold. And then we fold each side into the middle to make our little pages. And you try to get it folded as nice as you can. I don't always get it folded nice, but all right, now what you want to do, and Dee Dee's made a lot of zines. She's shown this several times, and so has Tanya. Tanya made a zine almost every Sunday one year. All right, so you're going to cut from this point to this point. And I'm gonna start it with my X-Acto knife, and then I'll get my scissors in there. Well, you can start here. I think I can just do that with my scissors right here. Let's put that back away again. All right, so you cut from the end to this point. So this is actually the center of your zine. Center of your paper. Yeah, let me fold this one more time so that I can actually see that where I'm cutting. and cut it as nice as you can. I'm not always, like I said, I'm not always the perfectionist when I do these things. But I do have my bubble over here, so I'm happy that I at least got that on the back. So cut it to the point there, and then you open it up. Open it up, fold it this way, and fold these pages in this way, and this way. And your pages should start forming a little booklet here. They need to find their path again when you do this. I'll score it down again. And now my zine, because of where I put my snow globes, my open pages are going to be at the top. And I don't mind that. If I would have put my snow globes down here, my open pages would be at the bottom, which is more normal. But I'll probably, what Tanya will do, and I like what she does, she'll come in on these open ends and she'll put glue there, and she'll glue these open ends together. And I'll probably do that at the very end, and that'll keep it shut enough. But it's making a nice little booklet, a nice little zine here. I should have put my snow globes down here, but it's okay. I'm all right with it. So we're going to open it all up again. It's got some, it's not quite dry enough to, but as I work on it. So now I'm going to start my snow globes. However, let me come out and look at chat. Let me welcome folks in. Dee Dee's here. Rhonda says, what did Rhonda say? Let me look up. Rhonda says, be right back. Jen, shoot, too far for me to come for dinner. Somebody wants New Year's dinner. Whoops, hold on. Jen, I'm happy to enable, Arlene says. Walmart has Yes Paste on sale? Oh, really? Walmart has Yes Paste on sale? I'm going to have to take a look at it to see. I didn't know Walmart sold what. Is that on their website? I never see Yes Paste at my Walmart. I'll have to check that out. Arlie saying, Dee Dee, the cats get to work. Get to the wire? Jen, where do you live? Did you just call the paste yes, the past yes past? Yes paste. It's yes paste. Did I say past? Sometimes I swear my microphone doesn't hear my words right. I swear my microphone says something different than I do sometimes, because I wouldn't say yes past if you're talking to me. Mitzi's here. Shauna's here. Good morning, Shauna. Topaz Girl is saying good morning to Shauna Mewson. Good morning, Shauna. Carol said, oh, Dee Dee, that's good. You will notice a difference. Derby says, we appreciate Mary and the streamers. I appreciate everybody who stepped up to the plate to stream this year. I really do. Dee Dee says, I'm stringing my cord through the house for hardwire. Oh, I think Dee Dee is going to do a hardwire connection. Let's see. Kimberly says, Carol, I did it from my tablet. I wasn't sure why it didn't show. I'm not sure what they're talking about. Lori Snow Globe Journal video. Arlene dropped a link to that. I've got to go watch that. Dare B says, good morning and hello to everybody in chat. Crafty House Kitty Jen. Good morning. Dee Dee, that's the only way to keep it straight. Too confusing. They aren't in order when folded. What did Dee Dee say here? They aren't in order when folded. Teresa says, does anybody here have a square bone folder? If so, do you like it? I'm thinking of getting me one for my birthday. I've never heard of a square bone folder. If I can't find my bone folder, I use the edge of a hard-handled scissors. That works for me too. Let's see. I think I've welcomed everybody. I don't see anybody I missed. If I missed you, good morning. Okay, so let's start doing some snow globes. So the first one, I was going to do a Father Time. And I might have to zoom in so you can see my art on each snow globe. I'm going to do a Father Time. And I'm thinking I'll do it with markers. Let me go get my markers. I should be able to walk right over here to my cleaned off shelf because I've been doing a reorg. And I should be able to reach right here and get super tips. I have them in my hand and markers. And I have this set of, if I can get them in my other hand, brush markers. Pen plus gear brush markers. I've got 4 boxes of markers here, but I like these pen plus gear markers pretty much, and I've overflowed into this box, and these are some that were sent to me, brush markers, flexible brush markers. Somebody sent me these, and here are the beloved super tips. So let's get these 2 off of my desk here. And I'll reach for them if I need them. And let's see. I want to zoom in so you guys can see better. And I'm going to look for a dark blue marker to start off with. And I want to do a Father Time. Let me zoom in here. My camera, I can't put my holder too far on this side because it'll turn my camera off. It'll turn off my phone. So I have to play with my phone thing, and let's move this over more. Right there, maybe. I'm going to work on this one first. And let's see how I folded. I guess I should work on. It just depends. This one first. This will be page 1 here. So let me unfold that. Let me kind of hold my hand there. So the second one on the top left is what's going to do my page 1. Let's see if I keep that straight. And I'm just going to draw a Father Time. He may not be the cutest guy out there, but I know he's a hooded character. And he's got a big white beard. He almost looks like a Father Christmas only. And he usually carries a scythe, whatever you call that. And let me open these up. And a clock or a one of those sand timers, those hourglasses, because he's Father Time. And I'm reaching for this one. He's being stubborn. Come on. Let's get a blue one out. This one might work too. Dark blue. That almost looks black, but I think it's blue. And let's see. Let's get out a gray one and a goldy yellow one. And that one. And maybe a brown one. Let's see if I can find a brown one. I like this case. The hinges are starting to break off. It's fairly old, but I like how it locks. And I don't know if they make it this way anymore. They do different things. Of course, I drop it. There we go. I think those are just about the colors I need. I might get a red one because I might put a little red bird there because it needs a little cheer. And let me dig it out. Hold on. There's a red one. We'll make a little red cheerful. All right. Got to keep an eye on my time. It's 6:32. So I've got what, 7:30? Oh, I'm going for 3 hours. Because I usually start my streams at 4:30 in the morning. So that's when I came on. So I got a little time to waste here. Okay. Hold the phone. I'm going to go out and get a reference photo to look at. You can see I know what I'm going to do, but I didn't plan it all out. I should have had a link here, but I don't do that. I'm more spontaneous than that. F-A-T-H-E-R space T-I-M-E. And go. And I'm just going to look at images out there. Some of them are in Wiki. Let me find one that I like. Oh, he looks pretty old on that one. Looks like he's ready for a wheelchair. I want a nice hooded one. This one might work. All right, that one looks fine for me. I'm not going to tell you who it is because I'm using it. And that was a purple color now that I see it. Let's get a scratch paper here and mark some of these colors so I can see. This one works. Okay. So I'm going to have to work kind of small here. Maybe I should zoom in just a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing. And I may not get this entirely finished. Let me bring it down. There we go. But I'll finish it. If I don't get it all, my snow globes done during this stream, I'll finish them maybe tonight or during the day, and I'll show it tonight. So my Father Time is a hooded character, and I'm going to start out like that, and he's got a hood almost like an old-fashioned Santa Claus in a way, and like that. And his hand comes down this way, and his hand is here, and in this case he's just carrying a wooden stick. And I might put one of those curved blade things on there, sickle or scythe type thing on him. And he's got him a big white beard. Now I have to be careful here that I don't color his beard blue. He's not a pirate. Of course, I could always paint it out. And his hand comes down this way and over this way, and then his beard comes. He's got a very long beard, kind of scraggly white beard. And the hair comes out that way. And then his other arm comes out this way. And then he's got a very long body here. And we'll just end it like that. And let's see if I can give him a mustache. And it's kind of hard to draw a tiny thing with these. Let me get out a pen. I like my pens. To get the detail in the face, this is too big of a point. So he's got a beard here and a mustache, and his hair comes out like that. And his hand is here, and I'm just kind of make some fingers there. And he's holding one of those bladed sticks, scythe, I forget what they're called. I call them a sickle. Like that. And then in this hand, he's carrying, what shall I have him carry? An hourglass or a clock. And let's see, his thumb comes out this way and like that. Let's see what you guys are seeing. Let me go back in and look at, oh yeah, you're seeing him. Hi, Sophia. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Hudson Sailor. Good morning, ladies. Hi, Riri. Good morning, Riri. Happy New Year, ladies. Hi, Chris. Dee Dee's here. Riri's here. Sylvia. Arlene. Mrs. Gigi. Rhonda. Riri. Teresa. Kitty Jen. Happy New Year, everybody. This is New Year's Day Eve. All right, we're going to put him holding an hourglass. Like so. All right, so that's the basis. Now I'll come in and he has on his, he's got a belt here. Let's give him a belt. And I might make this a little bit more like a robe, and his belt will come down this way, like a sash. Something like that. And I don't know if I can get the detail on the eyes. Let's give him some big old bushy eyebrows and a nose. And it's hard for me to do tiny faces, but we're going to leave it like that. Alrighty. So I need in here, I need a base, and I need to leave space for my verses. So the base of my snow globe is going to be pretty small, and I'm not sure, I'm just going to draw them in there. They may not be all the same. And I'm going to paint those gold, I think. And you know what I have that might work really good? I bought it yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? One of these gold Krylon pens. These are nice. They're kind of expensive. If you buy them retail, you can probably get them cheaper on Amazon. This one cost me $9 something, which is pretty expensive. However, they're good pens. They're well worth the money. I think I bought it at the Ace Hardware store. I think you can get them cheaper other places. Let me get a sip of tea. My mouth is getting dry. Let me go back out here and look at what you guys are seeing. I don't want to get out of frame here. And because it's new, I've got to get it going here. Get it flowing, get it going. That wasn't so hard. And let's paint this gold. There we go. Get it painted in here. Alrighty. Father Time. And I'll probably have to glue my verses on, and they might go over the snow globe a little. We'll see. I'll have to figure that out. Let's see what color. I've got a purple color here. Shall I make his, or should I go for another blue? Let's see. Let's see if I can find another blue. You aren't going to see my case. It's too big to put in the, after I've zoomed in. Let's see if I can find a lighter blue. Here's a very light blue. That's green. Hold the phone. Might have to go to the super tips here. Kind of hard to get out of this case. Let's see how light this is. I think this is probably, oh, this is a skinny one. Some of them I mixed up my blades on. Some of them are fine point ones. I'm looking for lighter blue. I might have to settle for the purple. This is lighter, but it may not be what I want. There, he's getting picky. That's green. Let's look at my super tips. I don't mind using the super tips. I don't mind mixing them. Find out what I did with them. Here they are. Let's grab a couple blues here. Choose a blue color. A blue. And a blue. That's more the color I want. Let's use this. We're just going to color him in here. Color in his robe. And I'm not going to worry about getting a lot, because this is so small, a lot of different detail in here as far as shading and stuff like that. If I just have a two-dimensional piece, I'm fine with that. But I want to leave room for his sash. Father Time. He's awfully small. I usually like to work larger. I don't really like working too small. But there he is. I'm pretty happy with him. Now, let's make his... This should be silver probably, but I'm going to make it brown because it'll show up better. And we'll make the blade silver. And let's give the hourglass here and here, the sands of time. And let's see, I got out a gray. It's more of a tannish gray, but that'll work. And let's color this in. Almost looks brown, doesn't it? It's gray. Let's make I might go over that with a silver marker. Let's do the sands of time here. There. Okay, now I think I'll take my gold, whatever I did with that, and go around the edge. And I got this beautiful circle that I'm probably going to mess up. Like that, and maybe just a line up in here. I'm pretty good with that. And I'm afraid to touch his face. And let's give him a gold sash. Come on. There we go. Doesn't have to be too awfully, because it's so tiny that if I start putting in a lot of stuff, I'm going to put some snow back in here. If I start putting in a lot of stuff, then I mess it up. I think will be about it. Now we'll put something in here, but I'll come back to that. I'm going to put a shadow with my pen here. And we'll call that done for now. I might come back in and I'm afraid to do anything to his face. I could get out a light pink and see. Let's see what I have here. I've got a light pink. But they're usually darker than what I count on. And these are some of the first. That's green. The lighting here is not good. These are some of the first markers, these super tips that I'm using, that I've ever used. And boy, I'll tell you, they're old, but they're oldie goodies, but they're still working for the most part. All right. Let's see if I can just kind of fill in his face. I'm going to test it first. Yeah, I think this might work because it's very, very light. It's running out on me almost, but that's okay because I don't want it that dark anyway. And I got out that sky blue, didn't I? Kind of a gray color. I could color in the background here a little just to, it's not blue, it's gray. We'll leave some clouds in the sky here. Just to kind of make him pop a little more. Oh, and I was going to put a touch of red in there. Let's see, shall I put a little red bird, just a little bird. A little bird like that. Something like that. All right, let's tip it. Sorry if I'm out of frame. I didn't mean to get out of frame. Let's put a little bird in here. It's running into the... There we go. Can't tell that that's a bird. Just a little touch. All right. I'm going to call that, well, I'm out of frame. I'm sorry. I'm going to call that done. I'm happy with him. I'll be coming in and putting something there. I don't have a whole lot of space, but I left space down here because I want to put a verse there. So, I've got to keep an eye on my time. Let's see. Who's out there? Maybe I missed it. Haha, Carla. Dee Dee, as long as you snap the lids on. I go through like crazy correcting papers, Rhonda says. Kitty Jen says, I kind of have a list I'm going down of things. Dee Dee says, super tips last a long time. Yes, they do. These are some of my first super tips. Thank you, Terry. Linda's here. Thank you, Linda. Chris says, I watched one of your favorites yesterday, Mary. Janet Nash. She's lovely, very relaxing. She was making fabric hearts. Oh, Janet Nash was making fabric hearts yesterday. Aunt Beck's Creations is doing a heart project where you make some hearts and you send them to people who need, my camera zoomed way in. She's sending to people that you want to encourage. You know, he needs some deeper eyes here. Let me see if I can, with my pen, make his eyes just a little deeper here so you can see him a little better. My tiny faces, I swear, all turn out looking like cartoons because I don't get enough shading in them. Yeah, the more I work with it, the more I mess it up. I better leave it alone. Let's go to the next one and see what I want to do. For the next one, I have a list. I did get as far as a list. The next one, I put down deer and trees. A deer and trees. And I have in my head what I want, but I don't want to risk. I'm going to get me a little reference photo. This is just for fun. This isn't anything that I'm trying to make masterpiece art. Let's look at some images. Oh, this is where I'm going. Okay. So this I can do pretty much in black. And of course I don't have a black one out. My dark blue looks black. Let's get a black one. And let's kind of sketch out the deer first. So I got a little gold on there. That's okay. Let's sketch out this deer. And he's going to start with this body over there. And he's got a foot. And another foot. He may not be the best deer in the world, but he'll be a deer. Be a deer, be a deer. And he's got a body coming that way and a leg coming down this way. And kind of coming out this way. And he's got a curved neck like that. And let's give him an ear and a head. And he's got a big butt. I'm sorry, Mr. Deer. And then he's got antlers coming this way. And up this way. This is just for fun. Now this is all put in black, so it's a silhouette. So I'm just going to color this in. And here again, I need the fine tips markers here. When you work tiny like this, you need a fine tip to work with, or a brush. And I hope I'm not getting my head in the way. Let's get his ear in there, and his head, and his other ear, and his foot here, here. Shall we give him a tail? This one doesn't have a tail, but he needs a tail, I think. He's a happy little deer. He says, I'm happy because my job is done. My job is done, he says. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with him. Let's mark this. He's okay. And line up that way. Alrighty, we'll call him a deer. And then there's a baby deer, and a mama deer is laying down. The mama deer is laying down. I don't know if I can get the baby deer in there. And her head comes out. You can barely see it for the she kind of comes out that way, and you can see her foot under her like that. And she's got maybe not that much of a and that'll all be in silhouette. And she doesn't have antlers, she just has ears. Let's not mess her up, Mary. Alrighty. I'm not going to try to put the baby deer in there because it really is between the two and I don't have enough room. So I'm just going to put those two. And then we need some trees. Let's put some trees in here. And I think I'm going to go back to my pen here and add some little branches. Out like that. And one out this way. And this kind of needs to come out a little more. There, we'll call that good. And let's put another one back behind here. Now let's give him a tree. In there. How you doing out there? Let me go back and look at chat. I forget to look at chat when I get to the arting. Dee Dee says, when I make them, the cut is in the middle at the top. What is she talking about? Minus the commas. Crafty Kitty says, I still have my cold too, but it comes and goes is how I'm feeling. I took some NyQuil last night, and the problem is I take it the daytime version, it makes me feel sleepy. Yeah, I like that NyQuil. That NyQuil for me, whenever I hear, whenever I think, I usually know if I'm getting a cold, if my throat starts getting scratchy, I'll head it off with NyQuil. And that usually, not all the time, but usually that will head off my cold. All right, I think I'm going to leave it pretty simple like that. And let's put the snow globe on it. Now, the fold is right here. I think I'm going to fold it so I know I don't want the snow globes hitting each other. Pretty much the same height here, though. Yeah, pretty much the same height. And let's fold this one too. I don't want the snow globes to bump into each other. And I'm going to call them all gold. And they're just a basic base. Now let's put the gold on it. Gold! Where did you go, gold? Come on. There you are. You know what I think I need here? I think I need some definition along this one, along the gold, just to help define it a little more. Along the edge. Yeah, I like that better. Yeah. All right. So now we're going to do the gold on this one. Now, I probably will not have time to get the verse. Let me read you the verse. I broke it up into 8. Let me get it out here and read you the verse. 8 lines. The verse is, I picked out lines out of a poem by Helen Hunt Jackson called New Year's Morning. And it goes, always a night, let's open this up. Always a night from old to new. So I want to put that right in here. Always a night from old to new. Each morn, well, you know what? This was supposed to be the first one. That's okay. I'll just put it like, this will start here. Always a night from old to new. Each morn is New Year's morn come true. And I should number my pages, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'll worry about it when I put the verses on it. Always a night from old to new. Each morn is New Year's morn come true. All nights are sacred nights. All days are sacred days. Only a night from old to new. Only a sleep from night to morn. The new is but the old come true. Each sunrise sees a new year born. So, and it will fold up this way. Now, in my case, I'm going to have the folds at the top. And I might just glue those down when I finally get it folded up. Of course, you don't fold it that way. You fold it like this. And this happens to be my first one. So this is page 1. He's on the last. Page 1, page 2, page 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and he'll be the last 8. Makes a nice little zine. I'm happy with it. But I am going to follow Tanya's lead. I can't glue it together in front of you guys because I want to make copies. But after you get it all folded up like this, my folds are pretty even here. I'm not worried about it, the folding, but I made the openings at the top. And after I make all my copies, I think I'm going to glue my edges together so it'll be like a little book. I'm pretty happy with it. Oh, and I'm out of frame again. I'm sorry, because I'm zoomed in, I get out of frame. So it's like this. And then it opens up. This is page 1. This will be page 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and Father Time will be on the last. I really wanted him on the first, but he'll be the end of the book because he's the end of the year. Let's open him up and keep working. Let me look at chat. Let me look at chat again. I like the verse you're going to use. Isn't that cool? I wanted a New Year's verse, and I hunted and hunted, and I found that one. It's Helen Hunt Jackson. And I'm going to do a sketch of her in my New Year's sketchbook because I think she wrote in the late 80s, and she'll make a nice sketch in my sketchbook. Helen Hunt Jackson. She did a lot of different writing, but she did that poem. I don't know too much about her. I just found her when I was looking for a New Year's verse. And the verse is called New Year's Morning. I can't color this in a little. And paint it in. And let's go around here. Keep my lines here for the snow globe. And down here. And then after this dries a little, I'll come back in with my black pen like I did on that one. All right, I'm ready for number 3. What time is it? It's 6:10 here. So it's 7:10. Dee Dee comes on at 8:30. So I got time. The next one that I'm going to do is, I flipped my pages here. I got to flip back. The next one is a clock or an hourglass. And you know, I have this stamp. I'm going to stamp one out and see if it'll fit. I think it'll fit in there. But I have to mask off my... We could just stamp one and punch it out. Let's do that. Let's use my folded piece here. Stamp out some. Of course, this is just one I folded quick, just to see if my punch would punch. My punch was a $5 punch, so they knew it wasn't working when they sold it to me. It doesn't punch right there, but I usually just kind of cut that out. Oh, is that too much maybe? Maybe I need to make it just 2. See, it doesn't quite, and it won't punch. I folded it up because it's even worse on thinner paper. It punches thicker paper better. It was on clearance punch when I got it. But that's okay. I'm good with that. Let me cut this little corner off here. And I usually put this side down at the bottom. Anyway, let me cut this circle out. Ooh, that's kind of cool, isn't it? Ooh, look. Oh, I'm getting ideas. I'm getting ideas. There. Okay. Now I want to try to stamp this onto here. Like so, and it might take me a couple tries to get it even. That's why I got 4 of these. Let's get this out of the way for now. And let's put this in here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Here's my circle right here. And here's my, I got this from Shelly, Crafting Mamas. And I think it'll fit in there if I'm careful. It might be a little off. Now I need an ink pad. Do, 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 do. Ink pad, that's blue. That's black. Let's have a sip of tea. Arlene says, Dee Dee, I share a lot. Even though he isn't a crafter, he makes it so clear and easy. Simple zine tutorial. Thank you, Arlene, for all your hard work out there. I'll tell you, I appreciate my mods. I appreciate them. They have been so good these last couple. Let's just stamp one here and see how it stamps. Oh, and you guys, it's out of frame. I'm zoomed in so you can see me draw, so I'd have to zoom out and zoom in. Oh, that's going to be pretty good. See, and I think that'll fit that circle good. But getting it centered on there is going to be my challenge. Challenge! Challenge, challenge. I got some tries. All right, let's ink up my stamp here. And let's see if I can do it. And I might do another one of these and just punch it out and see if I can punch it out if this doesn't work. Yeah, see, I got it too close up to the top. Let's put one down in here and see if I can, if it works better. It's hard to see. If it were a clear stamp, I could see it better. Let's find a spot to, I guess down there is the best. Let's see if I can do better by punching it. Fit my punch in there. But I have to put it pretty close to the edge. For my punch doesn't have a long reach. So let's just put it right here and see what happens. Oh, Dee Dee. Oh, Dee Dee, that is so sweet. Thank you so very much. You know, Dee Dee, I have to admit, I was kind of discouraged that week that I came in on that Wednesday, and you guys lifted my spirits so much with all those suggestions because I wasn't getting the wee hours of the morning filled. And you said, don't you know international? And I'm going, tell me who, tell me who. And you guys made all those suggestions. And after that, it was easy. And I really appreciated you guys taking time to say, did you try this person? And did you try this person? And I go, no, I'd never seen them before. Thank you, Dee Dee. Aw, many hugs. You have an appointment today, don't you? On New Year's Eve day? Well, it kind of got light down in there. Let me try this again. I'm going to try until I get a good, clear... I don't know why, but let's make sure that I get a good, clear impression here. No, Mary, it was moved. Oh, well, that's good. So now you can watch Streamathons all day long, Dee Dee, or as long as you can manage. You got to sleep sometime. You got to sleep sometime. Oh, and I'm out of frame again. Let's see if I can move this out without moving my stamp. Yeah, Dee Dee has always been such an encouragement. Dee Dee has always been my inspiration, let me tell you. Dee Dee has been an inspiration. She is to all of us, isn't it? She does such a variety of art. And she says she's not a teacher, and I understand that. But she teaches as she goes. We all love Dee Dee. She's on next. She's on at 8:30 Eastern. And Dee Dee, I did get the schedule out on Jean's blog. Arlene dropped the link and I pinned it up above there. And if you don't see the pin, go out and come in. Sometimes the pin disappears. But if you go out, just go from talk to live chat. Oh, there's a good one. I'm going to see if I can punch that clock face out. And it will probably give me a little trouble. Now I moved my... Which way did I move it? Where did I put my punch? Oh, come on now. The little ones are there. Where did I put the big one? I knew I put it back, didn't I? Oh, no! I can't find my punch. Is it on the table someplace? Is it up here? What happened to my punch? I want my punch. I usually put it in here. It's just all the little ones. Come on, I just used it this morning. Where did I put it? Down on the floor? Over here? How do I do these things? I don't know. It has to be up here. Maybe I covered it up. I throw things up here. No. Well, phooey. What would you have done with it, Mary? Well, you know what? I'm going to go on to the next one, and I'll be working around here, and I'll say, there's my punch. But what I'm going to do, we'll use this as an example. I'm not going to punch it. I'm not going to use, well, I could cut that off and use that, but it's not quite what I want. I'm going to put a clock face in here. But until I find my punch, we're going to go to the next one. I'll just leave it like that for now. I hate when I do these things because, you know, how can I lose stuff in 3 feet of space? Do you guys ever lose things in 3 feet of space? I lose things in 3 feet of space all the time. I thought I put it back in this rack, but I don't see it there where I normally put it. And it's not on my desk. All right, I'm forget that. I'm going to the next one. We want to move along here. The next one are champagne glasses. We're going to do some champagne glasses. And I'm going to go get a reference image because I don't drink champagne. Not because I don't like champagne. We don't buy it. I don't even think we have champagne glasses around here. Let me fix my... camera thing there. All right, I had to move you guys a little. Let me Google champagne glasses and do some images here. Champagne glasses. We're going to do a clock here. Oh, there they are. Champagne glasses. I'm going to look at some images. Oh, this one's cute. There are 2 of them together with a ribbon through it. Let's draw one on here first. Let's make a sample one, since I'm not, well, we could do them toasting too. We could do them together with a ribbon wrapped around them like they're hugging, or we could toast them. I like it toasted. Let's do a toasted one. So one of them's kind of slanted like this. Oh, I got to make sure, am I in frame? Let me look and make sure I'm in frame so you guys can see. Move it up just a little. Okay. Now let me go back and look at my image. I'm just using reference photos out there. It needs to go a little more slanted, like it's being a toast. A toast. Something like that. This is not the one I'm going to use. I'm just doing a quickie example here so that I can get an idea of champagne glasses. And it kind of is going to come like that. That may be angled too much, but they're really toasting each other here. And then it's got kind of a fluted bottom, like that. And then the liquid is coming this way, and it's splashing out into splashes. And then the other one is toasting. So it's kind of coming like this. And you can see I'm going to have to move it over a little. Coming like that. And it's kind of fluted here. I'll flute that one too. And I think I got them at a pretty good angle here. But that's okay. That's all right. Fight, team, fight. That's okay. That's all right. Used to be a cheer. And then this one's kind of, liquid is going that way. That's not so hard to draw. Now, let's see if I can do it on here. Move it over a little. It'll go like this. Now let me come back out and get back into chat. Riri! Thank you, Riri! Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you so much, Riri. Aw. Riri, you have supported me so much. So much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, Riri. Thank you so very much. You encourage me so much. Did Brenda D come in? Hi, Brenda D. Good morning, Good morning, Cremda. Good morning, Brenda. Brenda D. Did a crafty mouse come take your punch? Must have. That was a big punch. That had to be a rat. I don't know what happened to it. It disappeared. But for now, I'm just going to use this until I find, you get the idea of what I'm going to do, and I'll put a snow globe here. I may not get it done this morning. I'm going to go ahead and do the others because I do want to get them done. And if I can't find my punch by the time chat is over with, I'll do a good cleanup. And you'll see it. I'll show it again. I'll be showing this again. I want to take this to the library, and that won't happen till next week. But I want to take it to the library and make multiple copies. Let's see if I can't do a toast here. And then this one is touching it. They're toasting. So this one comes this way and flutes down. And these champagne glasses have a bit of a curve at the bottom. I may not be getting that in there. I'm trying. I'm trying. And they probably have a longer stem than what I'm getting on here too, but we're going to do our best with what I have. And then this one's a little taller. And then it has the little splashes coming out here. Little splashes. And this one is more of, the champagne is more down like that, and on this one it comes more like that. And we're going to make gold champagne. We're going to have gold champagne. Now let's put my snow globes. Let's put my snow globes in here. Let's see, it starts here and about here and here. I'm going to fold these because I don't want my snow globes to run into each other. So we'll bring it down. Whoops, I have to see how far down I come down to there. And we'll put the snow globe base on here. Like that, and let's mark it here. This one's not going to have as big of a base. I don't know why. I could bring it down a little bit more. I'm going to paint it anyway. Let's bring it down. Let's bring these down just a little bit more. And like that. Alrighty, gold. I sure do wish I know what I did with my punch. It's here someplace. All right, let's paint this one. And I would know if that punch fell over the cliff because it would make a loud bang. I set it down someplace here I thought I put it back on the rack. But when I get to arting here and I do stuff, I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing sometimes when I put things away. Now, I was going to put a plaque on these, but I don't think I'm going to have enough room. So I might just come in and I don't know what I'll do. I'll do something on them. But it's kind of hard while that paint's still wet to do anything. And it's hard to draw over metallic paint, I'll tell you that. Let's do this one. And this is just a fun little New Year's zine. I make a lot of mistakes. I should have put these globes at the top here. And I put them at the bottom so my zine will open at the top. And I'm going to make copies, so I'm going to glue this together. I'm going to glue my pages shut because that works for me. But I can't do that until after I make copies. And of course, the gold will look gold, but it won't be a shiny gold on the copies. The metallic does not copy well. It's not shiny after you run it through a copier. They should have copies with gold paint. What did I do with the lid? All right. Oh, we're going to put gold champagne here. Let me come back out again. I'm losing my... Let me tip this camera up just a teeny bit. I keep getting out of frame. There. Now I'm going to make gold champagne here. Let me go look at it. And it's a bit darker gold up at the top. I might have to put some ink on that. I could paint metallic over this, over my metallic. And I can't see the gold champagne. Happy New Year. And we need a bit of a base in here. Can't see where I'm going. And I got rid of my scratch paper. Happy New Year to you. And let's put some splashes splashing out there. That's a lot of splash. Alrighty. Now, where did I put the lid again? What I want to do is I'm going to take that clock that I punched and I'm going to just put a dab of tape on here so that we have something. So that we have something. But it will not be the final one because it's let's trim this off a little down here. I'm just going to cut this out. This is not the one I'm going to use. I'm just going to put it on there as a prototype. We'll call it a prototype. I don't cut good circles. I don't cut good circles. I try, but I generally mess them up. I need more practice cutting circles. Nikan says, Happy New Year's Eve, Mary and everybody. Gail says, good morning, Gail. Welcome, welcome. Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve. Tomorrow's the big day. It starts the brand new year tomorrow. Don't you like new beginnings? I love new beginnings. It gives you another chance. Another chance to do better. We'll just temporarily put that there. And of course, we have to have the hands pointing up. Just like that. And I'll finish that one later after I find my punch. Let's work on this one a little bit more. Let me look at my reference photo. It's a little splashy bottom there. And in here, it's just a little darker. I'm just going to outline it in there so it looks like it's got liquid in there. And kind of like that. All right, I'm happy. And let's put some gold around the edge. And I draw circles as neat as I cut them, which isn't all that neat. Just like that, and like that. And then I need to put some dark lines around this. Help it stand out a little. Now, what would be fun to do would put some glossy accent on this, but I'm going to photocopy them, and I'm not sure how well that will photocopy. So I'm going to, it would also be fun to put some sparkle on these, some glitter glue. But here again, I'm going to photocopy them, and I'm not sure how well that will photocopy. So I'm not going to put the glitz on it. It would be fun too. All righty. Can I do dark here? It's still kind of wet, but we're going to try it. So I got 4 done. Well, that one's not quite done, but when I find my punch, we'll finish it up. I'm happy. All right. So the next one will be my 5th one. Don't get in such a hurry, Mary. Do this better. All right. Alrighty. I'm pretty happy with it. My next one will be a... What do I have? A cardinal. Oh, I'm so good at doing cardinals, I'll tell you. They look like... I did a cardinal once, and I still have that envelope. It looked like a red cockatoo. Let's see if I can do it better. I've had a little practice. We're going to do a cardinal here. Let's see. Let's get it in frame. Get it in frame. Hold on. Now I think I need to move my camera down a little because I'm working on the lower here. Let's move it down a little. Keep it in frame. Hi, Roy. Hi, Carla. Good morning, Gail. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. Roy says, Happy New Year's Eve, Mary, and a wish for a promising, healthy, peaceful, prosperous. Roy, I'm adding the word prosperous in there. New Year to you, and back at you, Roy, and all the lovely ateliers. I'm learning how to pronounce that word, ateliers. Group hello and group hugs. Happy New Year's Eve, Roy, and everybody who's coming out there. Look, I got a... There. Let's hang that back over here. Happy New Year, everybody. Hi, Pandora's Box. Welcome, welcome. You're Dot, aren't you? Do I have your name right, Pandora Dot? Did Becky come in? Don't you need to flip it? Well, oh, thank you, Becky. Becky saved the day. I was going to start over here. Becky saved me. Thank you, Becky. Yes, you do need to flip it. Yes, you do. Thank you, Becky. I almost goofed. I knew you needed to flip it, but, you know, when you're working on stuff here and you're online and your attention goes 10 million different ways, Becky saved me. Thank you, Becky. Thank you, thank you. Happy New Year's Eve, Becky. Yes, it's Dorothy or Dot, Pandora's Box. Happy New Year, Dot, Pandora. Becky says, yeah. Dee Dee goes, hee hee hee. Dee Dee is giggling because Mary forgot to flip it. Flip it, Mary, flip it. Yes, you do need to flip it. I'm going to do a card note on this one. Wow, I almost goofed. Hi, Gilly. Happy New Year, Gilly. Did I miss anybody else coming in? Carol's here. Kitty Jen is here. Carla. Happy New Year, Carla. Gail is here. Becky. Thank you, Becky. Carla says, Happy New Year's Eve, Becky. Gilly. Hi, Gilly. Carol, Carla. See, I'm just checking to see if I missed anybody coming in. Gail says, good morning, Mary. Happy New Year. Let the games begin. What an exciting day. Yeah, and I pinned the link to Jean's blog. Arlene went and got the link to Jean's blog that has the schedule. Let's go look at that. Let's go look at it. Let's run down the schedule. Dee Dee comes on after me. There it is. Thank you, Jean, for putting it out there. Bless her heart. I'm on until 8:30 Eastern. Dee Dee comes on from 8:30 to 10:30. Then Scrap Chick and Kathy Berg. Jamie, Artist Poet Girl. And I'm not sure how she's feeling. She hasn't messaged me, so I'm gonna conclude, not assume, that she's feeling well enough to stream. If she's not, I will come on at 12:30 and I'll work on my snow globes, which probably won't be done in this session. But she had posted on Facebook that she was running 102 temperature and she'd been exposed. So I don't know how she's feeling today. She may be feeling okay if she hasn't messaged me, so that I know of. But I went to bed early last night and I got up late this morning. Getting any messages read this morning. And then after Jamie is Tanya McGuire and Shelley at 4:30 Eastern, Crafting Mamas, Shelley. Kathy Arbor comes on at 6:30 to 8:30 this evening. And then Lori Paint Girly from 8:30 to 9:30. And bless her heart, she's only doing an hour. Most of us are doing 2 hours. I'm doing 3 hours because I get up at 4:30. I normally stream at 4:30. But she filled in that hour gap for me, and I really appreciate that. And Laura comes on at 9:30 to 11:30. And Janet Young rings in our new year for us on the East Coast, and then an hour later on Central Time. Then tomorrow morning we get to fill in the wee hours of the morning, and I am so thankful to the international gals. Amazon Tammy comes on from 1:30 to 3:30. And then I'll come in and fill in a little gap between 3:30 and 4:30. And Amazon Tammy and Shell Artie are colorists. So if you like coloring, I don't know exactly what they're going to do. They asked if there was a theme, and I said, do what you want to do. So I might break out in my stream at 3:30 and melt crayons. What a way to ring in the new year with melting crayons. I feel like doing a galaxy. I feel like doing galaxy paper. I might do that. We'll see. At 4:30, Shell Artie comes on. And a big welcome to Amazon Tammy and Shell Artie. Thank them for filling in our wee hour mornings for us. We appreciate it. Janet Nash is in the UK. We love our Janet Nash. She's always fun to watch, isn't she? She's going to be on 2 hours from 6:30 in the morning to 8:30 on New Year's morning. Of course, it will be mid-afternoon or mid-morning, I think, for her. And then Carol comes on from 8:30 to 10:30, Whispering Cauldron. And then Devin Rex is another one who stepped up to the plate. Thank you, Dev. From 10:30 to 12 noon. And then after Dev is Vanessa Angel Rose Designs from 12 to 2. And Artfully Blind with Diana. Diana does beautiful art from 2 to 4. And then we got a little gap in there of an hour. I didn't realize that gap was there. But Beth Schuler comes on at 5, and she normally streams on Saturday nights. So she's going to do her regular stream. I said, just do what you regularly do, and we'll put you on the Streamathon. So there's our schedule. Yay! All you wonderful streamers, thank you for streaming. And when you go out and watch them, encourage them, give them a like, comment, chat. If you're in the live chat, chat away. And if you're not a subscriber, give them I want to thank all the new subscribers to my channel. I'm sure that it was because of the Streamathon. I'm absolutely sure, because my subscriber base has almost stalled this year. In 2021, it would go up. I was almost at 7,990, and then it went down to 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30. And you guys, in the last week, you guys have brought it up to 7,990, I think, again. So I'm almost at 8,000. We might have a giveaway next year. I'm not sure. I kept saying I'm going to have a big giveaway when I reach 8,000 subscribers. But I want that to be a steady 8,000. I don't want to reach 8,000 and then have it go down 50 subscribers again. So I might leave it out there if I reach 8,000 for a couple months to make sure that it's steady. So sometime next year, if I reach 8,000, I'm going to have a big giveaway. Okay. Gilly's Art, Topaz Pearl Girl, Kimberly, love your dresses. Kimberly says she's fancy. Okay. So we are going to do the cardinal here. I got to go look at a cardinal. I'm just finding my reference photos as I work here. Let's make sure I'm in frame. Let me open a new tab. I only have 30 tabs open on this tablet. Oh dear. What did I do? I want a new one plus. And let's just do cardinal and look at images, and I'll just pick one and go for it. Cardinal. Oh, this is pretty. It's sitting on a, what is it sitting on? Oh, that's a Kincaid. We better not do that. That's a pretty one. Thomas Kincaid, A Love So Dear, Cardinal figurine. I better not do that though. Yeah. Hold the phone. Let me get back into my images. And images. Pick a pretty cardinal to do here. That one's pretty. It's kind of sitting on a branch, looking off over that way. So it has a curve like that. Maybe I should sketch him out first. I seem to do better that way. Where's my pen? Where's my punch? Where's my pen? Where's my scissors? I lose things in 3 feet of space. Do you guys lose things in 3 feet of space? And I swear I don't find them again until I'm not looking anymore. All right. So let me check my placement. I think I'm out of frame. Let me come down a little more. And my tablet lags. I'm not live here. Let me get live. All right. So let's pull this out for now. Becky saved me from doing it the wrong way. All right. Now I'm not going to be watching chat because I have to look at my reference photo. And I can't read chat and look at the photo at the same time. So I'll be chatting again when I come out. So my cardinal sits this way, and his body comes down this way. He may not be that long because we got to get this big long tail on him. See, I'm shortening him up. We'll make that a branch. And he's got this beautiful tail coming down this way, and his head curves. His head is looking over this way. And he's got that pretty pointy, I don't know what you call that, feathers on the top of his head. And he's got a black face, something like that. Might be a little big here. We'll have to maybe shorten that bird down a little. His eye is coming in here. Maybe have to make him a little smaller so that he fits on my page. This is why I'm doing it as a sketch first, because I'm not having room for my entire bird on here. Like that. And he's got his feathers coming down this way. And then he's got, maybe I got his head too big. His beak comes here, and then this, his eye is here, and he's got black in there. This is why I do a sketch first, because if I don't do my sketch first when I'm trying to do something nice, I goof up, and then it doesn't look right, and then I'm discouraged. And he's got black coming down this way, and he's got a neck coming down here like that. Now let's color him red. Now, he's not all red, but I'm going to do a red. Yeah, we'll just color him in red. I don't think let's see. Let's get another color of red, too. We'll get out an orangey red. An orangey red. Get out my super tips. And let's see what I have in here. Reds. Hold it. I'm looking for some different colors of reds. This is a pink. We don't want pink. All right, let's see if I can't get some variation in his plumage there. Let's see what colors I have. We've got this color, which is a dark pink, pinkish red, and this color, which is darker. That works. And then we've got this orangey color, which could really go, well, no, that's a little bit darker. I don't have a lighter red. I guess we'll use that one for the, oh, and this one's darker. Darker than that. All right. So we're going to make the darker colors down in here on his wing. Here. And maybe in there. Like that. And was it this color? Yeah. For around in here. And maybe around going down this way. And just some, doesn't have to be perfect. And come up like that. And so I was using this, wasn't I? For up in here. And around there. And then he'll be sitting on a branch. That comes down like this. And actually it goes up like that too. And we'll just make some. And you can't forget his feet here. Mary, I should probably put those in a darker black color. Holding on to the branch. His little claws. You can barely see this one. Something like that. Something like that. Where's my gray color? Grayish brown. Make a branch come up this way. And I feel like I need one coming out this way. All right, I think I'm going to go with that. We'll almost could use that one, but well, we need his beak in there. His beak is a yellow gold color. Orange, more orange, but we're going to make it a yellowy gold. Need a brighter yellow than that. All right, let's see if I can sketch it on here. And again, thank you, Becky, for saving me from near disaster. All right, let's sketch it on here. Let me get in frame. Now I can come out and look at chat. Let me come look at chat. Arlene said she'd be right back. Aunt Beck says, focus on the happy memories. Oh, Angie. She says, today is a sad day for me. It would have been my dad's 80th birthday. And also 1 year ago, my friend of mine passed away. Hugs, Angie. Hugs. Come out and watch the Streamathon. Come out and watch the Streamathon. Do what Becky says. Focus on the happy memories. Tina says, Mary, I truly believe I spend 90% of my time looking for something. Yeah, I agree, Tina. I use it. I use it, and I swear I put it here somewhere because I haven't moved. I literally have not gotten up since out of my chair since I started streaming. Well, I did to get my markers, but I don't know. I thought I put that back on the rack. But I've twirled my rack 3 times here. I see gold paint. Paint, 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 paint. Oh, look. Look what I found. Oh, that's a square one. That's a square one. We don't want a square snow globe. I thought I found it. That was the square one. And I don't see it on the floor. I don't see it nearby. Where did that punch go? Is it over here? Is it on the floor over here? Did it, maybe I covered it up. I don't know. And so I'm spending 90% of my stream time looking for my punch. It just frustrates me to no end when I do that. I do not see it. I absolutely do not see it here. I don't know where it went off to. Nothing fell. I would have heard it if it fell. It's not under my chair, is it? No, I don't see anything under my chair. I'm not going to look for it anymore. I'm just going to keep on going with my card now. Tina, I agree, though. I spend 90% of my time looking for stuff. All right. Crafting Kitty Jen says, Angie, Happy New Year. Miss Eki, Miss Eki. Good morning, Missy. Missy. We'll call you Missy. Good morning. Gilly's here. Dot is here. Brenda D is here. Gilly says, thanks for much, Mary, for arranging all this. You're certainly welcome. And I want to thank all the people who have stepped up to the plate to stream. You guys have filled in my hours for me. Yes, you did. Topaz Pearl Girl. I'm back to where she said she liked. Oh, I missed Terry. Hi, Terry Brett. Good morning, Terry. Carla's here. Arlene. Tina says, good morning, Pandora, Carol, Gail, Nikan, Miseki, Mary Lou. I missed Mary Lou. Hi, Mary Lou. Mary Lou, Auntie Loopy. Good morning, Mary Lou. And Topaz Pearl Girl. Sometimes when you give a group good morning, I find people that I miss. Dee Dee's here. Good morning, Dee Dee. Dee Dee is up next at 8:30. Kimberly, Jen, Gilly, Becky, Carla. I think I've covered most of you. Good morning, everybody. Did Beth come in? Good morning, Beth. Happy New Year's Eve. It's not New Year yet. It's Happy New Year Eve, Beth. Good morning. Beth does our ending stream. And I just realized this bird has a hunchback. There, that's a little better. Good morning. All right, we won't get all my snow globes done. I'll work on them during the day and work on them tonight. All right, we're going to draw this cardinal on here, aren't we? All right, we're going to start here. I'm going to do his plumage. Nettie, did Nettie come in? Hi, Nettie. Happy New Year's Eve, Nettie. Snakes? Trish, what on earth? Snakes? What snakes? Oh, this is the first time that Terry's been in chat. Welcome, Terry. Glad to have you join us. Welcome, welcome. And do you guys, shh. The mods haven't had to get out their wrenches very much. Shh. Hi, Jessica. Welcome, Jessica Starmans. Happy New Year's Eve to you. Kristen, who did I miss? Kristen, did I miss a Kristen? Dee Dee said, good morning, Kristen. Well, welcome everybody who's come in. Jessica, good morning, good morning. All right, I better get drawing here. I get distracted. Let's see. He's going to have a plumage up here. And his head is going to come here. Maybe that plumage will come out a little bit more. His head comes there. He's got and an eye right here. His eye is on the corner of the black face. And his black face comes in like so. And his beak comes in. Ooh, I don't want a big beak. Like that maybe. And then his body comes around. His body curves around like that. And his wing comes here. And then he's got that big tail that I don't have enough room to get the entire tail on. Let's bring it up a little bit more like that. And then he's got a foot grasping onto a branch. And his other one is up here and you hardly see it. I'm pretty happy with that. This does not have to be beautiful art. I'm pretty happy with him. Now, I got to get out my sheets with my swatches here, because I forget what colors are what. That's a dark color. This is a brown for the branches. And I thought this was, well, it's kind of a lighter orange. And that one's lighter though. So let's start out with this one in here. And all around in here. Because I can always color dark over light. And let's make his tail down in there. And let's get out the darker one now. The darker one. My brother's getting the paper. You'll hear our old front door squeak open. We think our paper boy took a vacation over Christmas, or they found a new one because we were getting our paper in the mail for the longest time there. Alrighty. So his wing in here is darker. Like that. Let's do the black. Where's my pen? Let's do the black on his face so that I didn't color in his eye on the other one. I need to color in his eye. All right. And then I've got a branch coming in here. He's holding on to the branch. And we're going to put this branch behind him. Like that. And we'll put a branch out this way. And we'll let it go up that way. That's pretty good. And now let's go in, finish coloring him out here. We'll let his tail fall off at the end here. Now we'll make a little bit of a back in there. And is this the dark? And let me look at that bird again and see what his eye looks like. His eye, you don't see it very well unless you're looking, you know, what happened to it. It's kind of a gold with a black in it. And like I said, you don't see it too well. Something like that. We're gonna not mess with it too much. Let's darken this area around it. And I don't like that. I need a lighter gold. That's more of a tannish. Let's see what color I have. Let's get my super chips out. For the gold here of this beak. Oh, I like that better. In fact, we could put some gold down in here and kind of blend this in a little. There are gold cardinals. Now let me outline him a little bit more so he stands out. Not with the black, with my pen black. Let me give him a wing here. And outline this a little more. Outline his beak a little better. There, I think I'm gonna, it's not perfect, but it's there. And let's do the gold. Marker here. I'll put that in my journal. Along with probably this. I can make a zine out of that, couldn't I? That's blue on the back. Scribble zine. We should do a scribble zine. I don't want to scribble that, though. I'm going to be cutting this. All right. I didn't draw my snow globes. Let's draw my snow globes. Yeah, let's start here. Let's see. I started about here. Come down. I gotta leave room for my verse on here. I'm going to put the verse on the bottom. Yeah, I don't want to run into the other side, so I have to fold it so I can find my way. There. let's do these. Right here, and here, and here, and about here. And there, and there. And I'll be painting this out, so I don't mind the dark lines. Like that. I got to keep an eye on the time. It's 8:17, isn't it? It's 8:17. Dee Dee will be coming on in just a few minutes. Maybe I'll stop that and finish this. It's 8:17 Eastern time. Dee Dee comes on at 8:30 Eastern. Making sure I'm right here. I gotta watch my time, Dee Dee. Dee Dee says, has Mary realized that it's getting late? Dee Dee says, no, I'm just running to set up. We'll get my cardinal done, and I'll work on the others during the day. And tonight I'll show you the finished piece. Or tomorrow morning in the wee hours of the morning. And I want to take this and have it photocopied. And I'm going to try to send them out. We don't know. We'll see. I'm not promising. Because Mary makes promises and not so good at going through with them. But I'd love to make photocopies of these and send them out. We'll finish this. We'll get my cardinal done, and I'll have 3 others to do. I'll fold it up and show you the result, what it'll look like in the end. And I'm putting a gold rim around them. I should make his beak gold. We'll give this bird a gold beak. Every cardinal needs a gold beak. There. All right. Let that dry a little. Let's see if I can go in there. After you have to kind of let this paint dry a little before you go over it, if you want to go over something you missed, because it streaks. So if you let it dry just a bit, you can give it another coat if you want. All right, let me outline this one a little more. Dee Dee Willingham is on next. Would one of the mods drop in a link to Dee Dee's channel? I'd appreciate it. You probably have already, but if you haven't, if you would, we would appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't get that. I went through my paint with my pen. Come on, Mary. I'm running out of ink here. All right, I'm going to call that pretty much done. I might touch it up a little more. Let me come out and look at chat here. It is 7:20. I've got a few minutes here to chat with you all, but let me fold this up. Let me get this out of the way. This clock over here, I'm going to be working on that. I just put it in as a prototype. Let me zoom out a little now so you guys can see the whole thing better. And let me take the wax paper off of and look for my punch during the day. Let me zoom out so you can see the whole thing better. There. So we've got, there'll be verses on here. Let me read the verse. The verse is a verse by Helen Hunt Jackson, and it's a remix of it. I pulled sentences that made a lot of, because it's a big long verse. It's called New Year's Morning, and of course I couldn't get everything on here. But it starts out, always a night from old to new. And of course, after I fold this up, I'll have to put the verses however the pages fall. But I'm just going to read them across this way. Always a night from old to new. Each morn is New Year's morn come true. All days are sacred days. All nights are sacred nights. Only a night from old to new, only a sleep from night to morn. The new is but the old come true, each sunrise sees a new year born. And that will be the verse I have on here. And let me zoom in just a teeny bit, so you can see that a little better, and I've got all my pins out on the desk. So it folds up. We folded the zine lengthwise, and then horizontal, and then we folded in this way and this way. And so you get all these little pages, and then you cut from this point to this point. And that makes a center cut in there. And then you fold it up, you get that opening gap, and your pages will fall something like, well, like this. So here it is. I got my deer on the front, which is okay. I'm good with that. Let me stand up. I can see better where I'm going. So this is page 1. Page 2 will be the time, the champagne glasses, the cardinal, which isn't quite dry yet. I'll have to fix my little spreads in here. But that is easy to fix. And then I'm going to fill in the others, and then we'll end it out with Father Time. So this will be my thumbnail here. So it is 7:24. I got a few minutes to say goodbye to everybody. Dee Dee comes on. It's 7:24 Central Time. It's 8:24 Eastern Time. Dee Dee will come on at 8:30. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Nettie. Thank you, Terry. Terry says, Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, Terry. May it bring us all love, laughter, and peace of heart. Now, you've got about 6 minutes. I'm going to just say goodbye to everybody. If you have to go take a break, you don't want to miss Dee Dee. Arlene put a link to Dee Dee's channel. Go take a break. Get you a cup of coffee, some tea. If you haven't eaten breakfast yet, go grab a breakfast bar or a bowl of cereal. Thank you, Gilly. Deb is here. Hi, Deb. Hi, Charlie Me. Welcome, welcome. You love the verse. It's called New Year's Morning. I got it off of the internet, Charlie. It's by Helen Hunt Jackson, and it's called New Year's Morning. And I just picked sentences out of the entire poem. If you want to read the entire poem, it's by Helen Hunt Jackson. I'll put a link to it in, I found it on the internet. I think it's free because she wrote it in the 1800s, I believe. Let's see, Carla says, Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year, Carla. Afro Sensible, welcome, sister. Afro Sensible sister, welcome. Happy New Year. I'm just scrolling back here in chat for the last few minutes, seeing who I missed. Elise, Happy New Year, Elise. Carla, Dev, Beth Schuler, Dee Richley, Happy New Year, Dee. Thanks for popping in. Thank you, everybody, and a special thank you to Dee Dee and Riri for the super chats. I really appreciate that. Dee Dee says, see you all soon. In about 4 minutes, Dee Dee's going to come on. Arlene dropped a link to her channel. Tina said, looks great. Thank you, Tina. Deb, Miseki. I think I've... Angie. Angie, you just find something today to make you smile. I agree with Becky. Look at the good. Remember the good times. Remember the good times, Angie. And big hugs to you. I wish I could just reach out in the screen and give you a big hug. And that's a New Year's hug to everybody. New Year's hug. Charlie Mia's here. Says, good morning, early birds. Biz up. Oh, there's Biz up if you're still out there. Biz up to me. Happy New Year, Biz up. Oh, it's so good to see you. Happy New Year. Oh, I hope she's still out there. Nettie, Aunt Beck, Arlene, Angie, Gigi. Okay, everybody, I'm going to sign off in 3 minutes. Dee Dee will be on. She might pop on a little early. Happy New Year. I will see you at real early in the morning. Our schedule is pinned out there. I will be back on again after, well, between Amazon Tammy and Shelley's Art in the wee hours of the morning. Tomorrow morning, I will come back at 3:30, and I think I'll finish this offline because I want to melt crayons. I want to melt crayons. All right. Happy New Year, everybody. Oh, Charlie, thank you so much. I just saw that. I was just getting ready to sign off. Thank you, Charlie. Oh, I appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you. All right, I better get off so that Dee Dee can get in. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Make it a good year. Make it a good year. All right, bye-bye.